It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today.
And this is Mark Inspires, the longest running daily show on the planet. 1,535 days in a row. Connecting with you, trying to do something different on a daily basis than I did yesterday. So hopefully we can continue to explore the moment and create things together and get away from the crazy world that we're living in. How's everybody doing out there? I see Trish Killian. I see Virginia from the top. And it's looking like Maudib is here. Guys, Barella, right? Starting off the show right. Ooh, goodness, guys. We have a very close to final version of Back to the Future, Mark. I'm almost finished with the final cut. There's a few things that it didn't go well on one of the edits, but I'm going to clean it up. I got some plans on seeing if I could do this kind of efficiently so I can get this thing out and ready to premiere on April 1st. I hope you guys are excited to watch this with me. It's going to be so crazy. The film is like, there's some really funny moments, just like there is in all these comedies we do. And I can't wait to see, or just to show you some of these scenes tonight. A little bit different than the other day. And it's just, when you get close to sharing something you're excited about with the world, at least that's how I feel. I'm very excited to do this. Creating 8 feature films. I can't even believe I got one finished. I always said I wanted to do one feature film and just kind of be like, be the guy and do it as like the lead. And now I'm here on film 8. And we have so many more we're working on, but I'm trying to see if I could stay focused here on at least Back to the Future, Mark. And then perhaps we'll get to the grim with the magic shands for movie number 9. We'll see. But yes, Maudib, April 1st, we're doing a April Fool's Day movie. I'm going to put it out there and see if we can start putting out some teasers, some shorts of this stuff, and see if anybody is excited about it enough to hit that bell, share it, and see if we can get a ton of people here for the premiere on April 1st. 8 p.m. It's going to be April 1st at 8. But it's not an April Fool's Day thing where we don't do it at 8 and we do it at 7. No, I'm freaking putting it on at 8. Show up, grab some popcorn. It's going to be a night. And the good thing about this is usually my feature films are an hour and 37 minutes, but this is an hour and 8 minutes. I think that's enough for this, especially this is a process, Shands. Coop's looking forward to the Shands movie. I get it. Yeah. What's that? No, Zabrowski. You can't do a woohoo and wear your Shands at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. Read the manual. Sometimes Zabrowski doesn't read the manual. He just wants to go off the cuff. Something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. Something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. Matt Zabrowski, I'm freaking throwing it to you. You better hit us with a woohoo, a 9+. Woohoo! That was like a 9.2, Zabrowski. When you bring the woohoo, the party can get started. What's that? No, Joanne, your wheeze is quite ridiculously obnoxious tonight. We're trying to get ready to watch a little Back to the Future movie. FutureMark, he's been everybody from history. That's going to be the tagline. He was everybody in history. Dun, dun, dun. Abraham Mark Lincoln. Doing it. So I think I'm going to just roll into some of it. I want to show you a few pieces. Maybe we'll stop along the way. I'm not playing you all the scenes. I'm literally just cutting throughout so you can see scene by scene what scenes are in this movie, get a little excited about it. And also, this is more of the director's cut because last one you saw, it's just the raw content. And now this is where it starts to really get interesting. So, without further ado, this is Back to the Future, Mark. I'm from the year 2769. Back in time.
FutureMark. Back to the future, I'm going to tell you a few things about what I've seen before.
One of the fixes right there, you can see the green screen.
What's coming through every door, and I'm gonna try to guide you into the light. But it's up to you if you wanna get in line, if you wanna lead a leader, yeah, you still got time. I've seen the future, I'm trying to help you up out of the quicksand, yeah. It's back to the future, Mark.
You guys, huh? So yeah, you see where we are, right? I'm kind of glad that they sent the camera crew along for these missions when I go back in time, because you guys get to see the inside outs of like what I have to deal with. You know, you see that? I had to climb that. And don't forget, the first time I got up to the top and God's like, here, you got to just, you know, take these 10 commandments. And I'm like, okay, where do you want me to write them? He goes, write them? Grab that freaking rock over there and start going. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, thou. You know how long thou shalt took? Just for the first thou shalt? I was there for 4 months, just a quarter way through the T. God, you got any help here? Like, what are we doing? You sent me up to the top of the mountain, Mount Sinai, to get the 10 Commandments, Marxists. And when I'm here and I do it, you want me to chip away with like that freaking little small rock over there? Into that huge tablet? You know, God, the thing I really was upset about mostly is that you allowed me to do the entire 10, only to trip on the way down and break them, and then have to come back up and do it again. You know, like, you're God. You knew that Marxist was going to have to do it twice. You know, they always say, you know, things in life that you really appreciate, just do them once. Not twice. You got me back up there again. Grab that other rock. T. I just started the H, God. What are we doing over here? You know, what are we doing over here? I get down the second set of commandments to the bottom of Mount Sinai, and I'm here, and all of a sudden they got a freaking idol. They're there with the golden calf. And I'm like, guys, look, I just freaking broke one set of tablets. They're up there on Mount Sinai. And then I did another set. You guys are down here freaking worshiping the golden calf? What are we talking about? Marxist is going to have to freaking, you know, split the Red Sea now or something, you know? 40 years. 40 years Marxist has been doing this. You know? You guys are golden calf in it. It's times like this that I really question your connection to God, you know, and your ability to understand the simple tenements, the 10 commandments. Go and read, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, you know, and steal. You can't. That's another one too. You guys are stealing from each other too. I saw you have another, you know, lamb. You killed the lamb. You slaughtered the lamb. You know, Marxist was here, bottom of the freaking, you know, Mount Sinai, ready to go back up to see if I can have another conversation with the burning bush. You know, you guys are over here bickering over a golden calf. I get it. I mean, I was gone for a while. You know, you guys don't realize what I had to go through in order to bring you these 10 commandments. You know, God wasn't having it. He just grabbed that freaking rock. 7 years, 4 months, 15 days, 4 hours, 6 seconds. I'm down here, the bottom, you know, Mount Sinai. I'm doing it. Marxist. Gotta part the Red Sea now. Yeah. Like, look, when you're here and you have the gift from God to hear him, burning bush, and you're gonna part the Red Sea. Yeah. That's what I did as Marxist. You do it all, really. So guys, are you ready? Let's go. We're on our way we're marching to Red Sea. Marching to the Red Sea. Who's coming with me? You guys down? Where the freak is everybody? Am I talking to myself? Guys, it's Marxist! I'm here! God, he just gave me the 10 Commandments. Twice. I broke the first set, guys. Look, Marxist isn't perfect, you know? I didn't know that there was gonna be a couple rocks that just weren't settled in the ground. I slid out. You know how freaking heavy those tablets, the first set of tablets were? The first set of tablets were like 48 pounds each. Second set were 94 each. What the freaking heck? That was like the cruel joke from God, like with Noah. You know? Where he's like, oh yeah, here you go, buddy. Double-decker style. You know, I came down. That's why I'm jacked right now, you know? Because I did the work. I'm sorry? What? You're telling me I don't even get to do the Red Sea? No, I'm sorry, we're doing the Red Sea. You freaking tell them in the future, 2769, I'm doing the Red Sea. They're not giving it to Moses. No, this is my gig. I did the 10 Commandments. I freaking did it twice, and you can't take that away from me now. No, I know that's a good song, but you can't take it away from me Marxist style when I did the work on the 10 Commandments, okay? So you tell them, come back after I do the freaking parting of the Red Sea. And then I'll give it up like wholeheartedly. But when you do like most of the work, you know, and then you're like, yeah, we'll just finish it from here, pal. The rest of the work is a freebie. You tell them they don't even have to freaking pay me for the rest. Yeah, FutureMark. I'm finishing up. Marxist. And you guys can Mark Della everybody afterwards and let them think that it's Moses, whatever. But I'm finishing my job. Finishing what I started. Freaking double-decker style on the 10 Commandments. And now, you want to take the parting of the Red Sea from you, Marxists, and let Moses do it. No, I'm sorry. Moses isn't even like a real biblical figure. You know, you guys are just giving it the name. If you left Marxists in the Bible, you know, for good, people forever will be like, the Red Sea was parted by Marxists. But you want to steal it from me. You want to give everything to Moses after I did the 10 Commandments. Twice. Right? Look, I'm finishing my job here. Did the 10 Commandments. Double-decker style. I'm just getting out of here. I'm going to go wash up. You know how freaking disgusting I am after being up there for 7 years, 4 months, 16 days, 4 hours, and 16 seconds? You know? So I'm going to do a washeroo, and then we're going to go and part the Red Sea. Yeah. No, that way? That's fine. You just tell them I'm not leaving yet. Yeah, no, everybody come on this way. This way. So guys, I prayed to God last night. Look, I did the work. We're good. All we got to do is walk into the light. You guys follow me into the light, and we're going to be home free across to the other side of the Red Sea, okay? You've been trying to figure out how to get across. Marxists did the work. And you remember that when they come by and they ask you for an accounting of the facts. Who did the work? Marxist. Yeah, he did it. He parted the Red Sea. He came out. He's like, God, I ask thee to part the friggin' Red Sea for us, because we've been 40 years, you know, in the desert. This is the way God wants it. But don't covet thy neighbor's wife. Remember what we did on the 10 Commandments? When I went up to the top and did a double-decker style to get them for you guys, and you were all like, golden calf. I came down and smited you. God told me to smite you. You know, smiting you for doing it, for not wanting to wholeheartedly just believe in God and say, I like those 10 Commandments. Can you tell me again? Can we read them again? You could go and get the double-decker style. Here it is. And up there, if you go up on the mountain about a quarter way up, you'll see two broken tablets there on the ground where it says, thou shalt, and then you got to find the other alt, and you read the rest, you know, broken in half, you know, 47 pounds each one. Good luck carrying that, Larry. Yeah, it's not like you can't, you're a weakling, Larry. That's why God charged Marxists with, you know, who else is going to go in there and like engrave the 10 Commandments in the stone? Larry? You know, look, guys, it's been a true honor doing the work. Marxists. I came back in time. Full disclosure, my name is FutureMark. From the year 2769. I got a good in with God, though. He's a good guy. And when he came, he said, look, we need you to play Marxist. Go back in time. You 10 Commandments it. You go down and part the sea. Everybody's in to the, to the barrel roll in it. Like I told you guys, bring your surfboards. Bring your surfboards. Bring a couple boogie boards. Some of you want to body surf. You could body surf through. Like I parted it. I did the parting. All you got to do is like have the good time now. You get across the other side. Everybody's like smiling and dancing in the streets, and then the sea is gonna just crash down on the army when you've got a really, really tough situation going on with the king and Herod sending his guys after you. You got to make sure you have God pour the Red Sea back on the troops as they enter the Red Sea behind us. So guys, we're running out of time. Okay, bottom line here, we need to move quick because King Herod, he's sending his men here to try to just murder each and every one of us, And that's not part of my gig, I got to make it out alive to get back 2769 to go take on the next amazing figure from your history. Yeah, but this is where it kind of started in a way. I'm here, Marxist. I did the work, and now you guys have a future. You're welcome. Make sure you don't break the second set of 10 Commandments. I did it twice. I don't want to hear that there's like, oh, we can't find them anymore. What are you talking about? I freaking, that's why I'm jacked. I had a hard time walking through the Red Sea. That's how big, Marxist is these days. Walking through the Red Sea like this, like just, I'm elbowing the water on the way through the Red Sea into the light, because of how jacked I am from doing all the work as the 10 Commandments work, Thou freaking how many do we have to do? How many are we talking about over here? 10? I'm not even I'm one letter into the first word of the first one. Thou? Hold on, I'm not. 7 days later, I got to the H. God, you couldn't just like, will it so? You couldn't just be like, oh God, you guys need to get on the right track down there. Thanks for coming up to the top of Mount Sinai. I got something for you. Laser engraved. I just thought about it and made it so because I'm God. Here you go. Here's your freaking 10 Commandments. You go down there before they find a golden calf and you let them know about God. You let them know about the 10 Commandments. But no, I get freaking up to the top of Mount Sinai, and he's like, so you got a pen? Do I got a pen? What are you talking about? This is like 400 BC. A pen? You better grab that rock. What are we talking about? You can grab a rock? What am I doing with the rock? Well, there's another rock over there. This is all burning bush stuff. And I go over and say, okay, so I have 2 rocks. What am I supposed to do with that? Grab the freaking small rock, take it to the big rock, and start, thou shalt not, and you go. Twice. You got to do, and then a double decker, because I want to make sure you have one for the synagogue and then one for the village. People are out there walking through, like, oh, are these the new ordinance? Look, this is the new public ordinance. There's oh, you're not allowed to covet thy neighbor's wife. Interesting. Guys, we're running out of time. King Herod, he's coming. So join me. Let's go to the light, guys. We're almost there. 40 years in the freaking desert. Aren't you ready to get some water after 40 years in the desert? You can't even get water to swim in. You smell disgusting over there, Andre. And this is your chance. Run into the water, my friends. Run in there and hope it splashes on you and you can stop smelling as disgusting as you smell. 40 years. 40 years in the freaking desert. Let's go. Right? Wait, hold, what? Are you kidding me? No. No. You're not kicking me off right now as we're about to go into the light. You're going 40 years. Now we're going through the light. And we're going to the other side, Marxist style. Marxist, great job getting everybody over here and splitting the freaking Red Sea. Good job on that one. I think we're going to have Moses take over now. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Right? I did the work. I'm here. I'm Marxist. Look, the Red Sea. It's parted. Like right now. Marxist, good job. Why don't you step to the side? Moses is here. Freaking Moses? You mean the one that was left in the river? And he showed up on the freaking, like, countryside? The queen found him? Moses? I get it. Royalty. This is so like history. History, typically, you know? Oh, let's let the royal just pretend he did the work. Right? I did the work. So what do they have for me? Back to 2769 for a new assignment? God almighty. Now, guys, look, I hope you miss Marxist. Again, you're going to have some fraud show up here. Hackaroo shows up and pretends he's got a connection to God. Pretends that he knows the scriptures. I knew the scriptures. I did the 10 Commandments. Right? And you guys are all better for it. So at least wish me well. I got to go back to the portal. 2769. It's calling. It's waiting for FutureMark. Marxist. I'm going to miss the name Marxist. Guys, 40 years. Yeah. You're doing it for 40 years in the desert as one name. And then you have to go back to the future and, you know, take on a new character, take on a new persona, and do something amazing, you know, so then history looks back and says, we have that, thanks to FutureMark. Anyway, guys, I guess all I could say is, God bless. Red Sea, you can close now. Oh, gosh almighty. Joanne! I got pushed back through that time! You know, they really didn't want me to stay and do it as Marxist. You know, parted the Red Sea, and then they're just like, go ahead, bud. Whatever. Yeah, Joanne, can you get me a Fresca? Joanne, I'm back. What do we have? Anything new today? No, I don't even want to get into this last one. I was there, like freaking Stone Ages, climbing mountains. I had to do, you ever heard of the 10 Commandments? Of course you know about the 10 Commandments, Joanne. That's like record here, historical record. The 10 Commandments. Marxist, I did it. I was there with rocks. Yeah, God, he's like, you know what? Why don't you, instead of taking it, because I just like engraved it on stones onto tablets for you, to then just journey your way down in order to teach my message. Give the words of God to the people. I got down to the bottom, Joanne, they had a freaking golden calf. Yeah, no, and they weren't listening at first. They're like, we like our golden calf. I'm like, you don't go golden calf when you got the 10 Commandments deal. No, and you don't even know the worst of it. They made me do it twice. And when I mean they, because God is the Holy Spirit, you know, me, myself, and I. And you were there, and all of a sudden the burning bush is telling you, it's just not good enough. You know, you can't just mend it. You can't mend a broken tablet of the 10 Commandments. You're going to have to redo it from scratch. So I did it. You know, that's why I'm jacked right now, coming back from the past to the future. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. I'm looking for something juicy, something salacious. Joanne, are you kidding me on this one? Leonardo da Vinci? I was Leonardo? That was me. God almighty. I'm there, right? And I'm doing like the perfect jawline on Mona Lisa, you know. No, Mona Lisa's Smile is a crap movie. This is a painting. Joanne, you don't know about the Mona Lisa? Look it up. It's in your historical documents. The Mona Lisa, it was the most beautiful painting of the 15th century, 16th century. And forever, really, everybody was like, didn't it change? Yeah, after the Mark Della effect, it did change. The original was much more, I guess you'd say like, you know, like she looked like she was in a bad mood. And then they made her sort of look like she was tooting and smiling at the same time. Kind of like you, Joanne. What's that? No, Joanne, we know you have a wheeze.
It's from, birth defect. I'm going to get going, Joanne. I will, I guess I'll be back after. What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. Joanne, what's this guy's? Oh, this is the Leah Marco one? I go back. Yes. I can't wait. I've been wanting to murder people for a while. I haven't, you can't murder people in 2769. Joanne, what's going on with the freaking flicker? I thought you worked that out. You said that you had to work that. You have my back. And I come back now, I'm here doing it, and you got a flicker going still. Anyway, on to do some murdering. Joanne, where is my canvas for the new painting? And I need my brushes. I can't do what Leah Marco does best without my canvas and brushes. What do you want me to do? You want me to paint the walls again? I already did that. I got with the Venetian plaster as well. That when you're Leo Marco da Vinci, you've got to come up with it. So anyway, I am looking for my brush, Joanne, because I have to touch up this before they arrive. This was a contract piece. Oh, could you do my wife for me? Sure. What's her freaking name? What? Mona what? All right. She's a little on the larger side. It's going to require a little extra rouge. You do realize when I say requires extra rouge that I have to murder someone for rouge, right? People don't understand. Leah Marco da Vinci. I do the best paintings in the world because I'm also a serial killer. When you're out there doing it, in order to get enough rouge to paint freaking Mona over there, Look, that's part of the gig, You're there, you're living the life of luxury because your, paintings are bringing big dollars, You're also designing other things, helicopters, Anyway, when Leah Marco did it, and everybody was just thrilled and said, "Can you do it again?" I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And I stopped over at the art supply store, and I said, "Do you have any rouge?" They said, "You're kidding, right, Leah Marco? You're a professional painter. You can't get rouge." 1547. You're gonna have to murder someone. So I did it. And look, right? But I'm gonna need a touch-up. So when's that family of 4 coming in? Because we need to mix up some rouge. Anyway, Joanne, what else do we have on the calendar for the rest of the month? Leah Marco's, you got to keep busy, because if I don't, keep busy with a brush in my hand, that's right, I grab a freaking knife and I murder people because I need rouge. Look, sometimes you get like an extra jar and fill it with blood so you could do the rouge when you get a next contract call. You're here, you're doing it. You got Mona Lisa up on the freaking wall, she's sitting there on the easel just looking, she's looking good. Yeah, like if you were there and you're walking the streets of Italy and you freaking saw Mona, right? You'd be like, "Hey, Mona, can you feed me some freaking grapes?" She probably makes a good wine, I would imagine. What's the backstory, Joanne? Do we know the backstory on his wife, Mona Lisa? Because I like to get the backstory when I'm finishing up a painting for a client, because you want to be able to at least explore the entire detail within the painting, so then you could tell the story to your grandchildren one day, What's that? No, I won't tell that story. It's just freaking crap, right? You stop feeding Frank grapes. I don't need a Mona Lisa feeding me grapes, I'm just here, just waiting for another family to come through. Murder time. Look, when you're on a murder spree, Leah Marco da Vinci style, and they can't catch you because they're like, "Oh, Leah Marco, you're so great. We love that painting." I'm like, if you knew how many freaking people I murdered to make that, And they're just like, more, keep doing it. I'm getting close to Genghis Khan, catching up. When you're out there and you're doing it, You become a master with a knife, you know, and not just to cut up the paints in order to, you know, to mesh and to see if I could create new colors, just to get the rouge, you know. Some people call me the Butcher of Verona, you know. I took the title, I took it, and it was because I don't like to give up the credit, yeah, and that is why I had the biggest problem when they came in. And they're like, yeah, you gotta give the credit to freaking Leonardo. Right? You know, it's one thing if Leonardo could actually paint, you know, but he's just a hack. They're doing it like, yeah, look at me, just because we share the same last name, you know? Here in the same timeline. He's Leonardo. I'm Leo Marco. I'm doing genius work. Right? Right! Got the Mona Lisa here. Big bucks. Couple murders on my shoulders. But we did it, you know? And now they want to give the credit to Leonardo? Oh, let's just put Leonardo's name on it. Freaking Leonardo? What, did he have a bad month or something? Leonardo's having a bad month. Well, why doesn't he learn how to freaking paint? He should have gone to, you know, to the studio. I did the work. I was there. I learned how to murder in order to make rouge. And he's there still trying to do it with crap like, you know, Sierra Brown, and he's trying to get it, you know. You can't make it work. You have to get a murder on your hands. And just hope you don't get caught, you know. You know, it's times like this that I say to myself, why? Why did I murder that family of four? Why did I kill that entire village? Remember that time when I had to do it, you know? And for them to take it from me and give it to freaking Leonardo? Gosh almighty! This is the stuff, you know what I mean? This is the stuff that they write, you know, movies about. That's a thing in the future. You don't know it because I am FutureMark. I'm just sick of this. I keep coming back. I keep doing amazing work for the History Time. So everybody could be like, wow, look at, we have this amazing person who did all these futuristic things. Because I'm freaking from the future, you know? FutureMark. And when you're there, and you're FutureMark, you know? It's a burden, you know? As Monk used to say, it's a curse and a gift, you know. But I'm living in it. You know, what's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I'm going back to 2769 soon, but I'm still here, I gotta finish, you know, the painting, the rouge, because he's coming in for it, and I have to make sure this one goes out with Leo Marco on the bottom. I'm not letting Leonardo put his name on the bottom of this one. This is a Leo Marco deal, you know? Gosh almighty, what is this, how many times now have they just been like, hey, can you do me a favor and give this one to the guy who's having a bad one? Look, I'm sorry. You can't always be knocking him out of the park like Leo Marco da Vinci, you know? And you can't take a win from a guy and give it to a loser, you know? You're giving it to a freaking loser. Freaking Leonardo. You know. No, that's fine. I'm just gonna let it happen at this point, you know, because I'm just getting used to it. I'm just getting used to getting steamrolled after I do the work. No, fine. You're not gonna go find the person so I can murder him. I guess I have to go out and look for him myself. God, shoot. Whew. Okay. I still got it. Joanne! Shut off the portal. I'm back. Oh, gosh almighty, Joanne. I'm getting kind of sick of this gig. Yeah. Like, you got anything easier? Like, I guess the thing is, when you go back in time and you're people like Nelson Mandela, it's hard because you have to do the work to make an impact on the world. So, they picked the right guy. Joanne, I like to do the work. Let's see, we got freaking A. You know, Joanne, when you give me the manila envelope and it doesn't have a little sticky on it so it sticks to my finger, that's just like poor planning on your part. Michelangelo? I did the Sistine Chapel? God almighty. I thought that guy was like special. Yeah, my whole life I'm like, oh, Michelangelo must have been something. Doing the David with the balls. You know, had the balls out. I thought that was genius. You know, Joanne, I'm starting to realize that all of the genius in history was FutureMark. I did it all, you know, I was everybody. And now, you know, like we didn't have the 10 Commandments without Marxists. We didn't have, you know, circumnavigation around the globe without Mark Jellin. We didn't have the Mona Lisa without Leonardo da Vinci. You know, Sistine Chapel without Michelangelo. You know, the list goes on, Joanne, when you're there doing the fifth. Mark's art, and then they, you know, take it from you and give it to Mozart. That's a day, you know. Oh yeah. It's difficult, Joanne. It's a difficult thing because you do all the work and then somebody else gets all the credit. You know, Mark Dellin. Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? I gotta go. I've got to get this Michelangelo character done. Sistine, I'm gonna go and climb up on our friggin' scaffold, do the David, craft the balls, and then I'll be back afterwards. What's that? No, Joanne, your friggin' wheeze is the worst. No, Joanne, I know all about it. Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm sorry. It's your wheeze. I can't do anything about it. No, I'll see you when I get back. I'm sorry? No, I'm just finishing up. Yeah. Let me guess. You want to have a chat about the work? I know what's coming next. Hey, Michelangelo. Nice job with the ceiling there. You think you could maybe pass it on? We got a biblical name we have to go with. You know, I'm getting sick of these biblical names coming out of nowhere and kicking freaking FutureMark off his perch. I was on top of it, on the scaffold. Hand of God. I did it, you know. And then all of a sudden, hey, Michelangelo, nice job on the ceiling. As soon as I heard nice job on the ceiling, I know what's coming next. Do you think we could talk to you for a few minutes, Michelangelo? What the freaking hell? No, I can't talk to you. I'm in the middle of finishing up my work. I'm finishing up the work. I already did the ceiling. It's over, done. God. They're doing it, you know? Not that way, you know. And then I came over here just to do a touch-up on the wall over here. And you're going to come along and try to tell me I got to give up all of this. I just put my name on the corner over there. Michelangelo. I did it, you know? And now you want me to just cover it up so you could just put in Michelangelo. What the freaking heck? You're Michelangelo. Everybody in town talks about you. And you're going to use this we're from freaking Italy thing, Michelangelo, and just be like, we meant Michelangelo? And like, people are going to really fall for that? You gotta be kidding me, you know? You know, I got to talk to them back at 2769 because I'm not digging the fact that I did all this freaking. Do you know how much this was me alone? I did it all alone. Ceiling, freaking, you know, and you guys come along and take it away. This is my lucky brush too, you know. So what's next? You sending me back to 2769? After all that, after training to become a master, Michelangelo, I'm here. I did the David. And then you want to take it all away and give it to Michelangelo. Record books will say it was Michelangelo. You're doing freaking Mark-Della effect? You know, when you got Mark-Della affected, and you were like, I remember it as Michelangelo. Do you? Do you? Because it was Michelangelo. You know? My brush. I can't. What am I supposed to do without my brush now?
You know, I'm here. I got the rest of the Sistine. No brush. Looky brush. We can do this together. We'll teleport back to 2769. And I'm telling him next time, I'm not having this. I'm doing something simpler. I'm not going back to something like this. I'll go on the scaffold for 4 years and 7 months, 3 days and 6 hours, so they can come in and be like, hey, Michelangelo, nice job on the freaking ceiling. You know, it's times like this that I really wonder, do I want to be a time traveler any longer? FutureMark. Anyway, I guess that's it, right? So I shouldn't finish up with my last little right over here where I can just that and then we're done? You don't want me to do that? You want Michelangelo to come over and scribble the last little bit in? Yeah. You're gonna ruin this entire masterpiece if you have Michelangelo come in here and touch it at all with his stupid freaking brush. Have you seen that guy paint? He's got 2 left feet, hands, 2 left hands. 2 left hands and feet. You ever seen him walk? Circles. Takes him 7 hours to get everywhere. Yeah? Where are we going, Michelangelo? Michelangelo? We're gonna go this way. Freaking, the guy's dizzy, you know, all the time. Everybody thinks he's a drunk. Partially drunk. But he also can't walk. When he walks in the snow, he makes the Olympic, you know, like emblem. Is it still 5? I'm not sure. They may have gone to make sure there's 6, so there's an equal amount. 2023. Oh, you don't know about that. That's right. You know, we're here. 15 something. Guess this is my life, right? You go do the work. You don't get any of the credit. We take it and give it to the other guy. Friggin' hacks. You know, a bunch of hacks. First, you know, you got Leonardo da Vinci. He took all the credit after I did all the work. Helicopter. And then I'm here, Sistine Chapel. Can I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm not. Done. If I'm gonna leave it, I'm freaking leaving it. Oh, God almighty. That never gets any easier, yeah. Joanne, can you turn off the portal now? Joanne, turn off the portal. Oh, God almighty. So, Joanne, what do we got? Oh, let me see. Are you freaking kidding me? Mark Lincoln? You got me going back to be Emancipation Marklamation it? You know, I was hoping to do something like Marchio Andretti. You know, I'm in behind the wheel doing it, you know? That would have been a good one. But you instead gave... Why do I keep going to these people that have no air conditioning? Can we get a future guy? Like somebody who's got like a good climate control situation going on? I'm going to do an Mark Lincoln. He gets killed, right? Yeah. Can you do me a favor and get me the frig out before he gets killed? Just, you know, switch me out with Abraham. If there's a guy named Abraham, you give him the gig right at the very end. You're like, you know what, you'd be good. Do you have a top hat? See if he has a freaking top hat. Because I don't know if I want to do this one. Let me see who else we got. Hold on. Okay, so we have Mark first. Gosh almighty. Then you're telling me I got to go back and play piano now? I got to learn how to play piano? Mark's art. It's got a good ring to it, though, Joanne. That Mark's art has a great ring to it. I'm going to go with that. All right, so right now we've got Mark's art and...
All right, let's fast forward a little, although this is my favorite part with these portals. Let's see the portal real quick. I don't think you guys realized what I was doing when I I was jumping through the wall. I had this in mind the whole time doing these this portal. I just didn't have it yet. I had no idea if there was
Okay, so we have
like
FutureMark first. Gosh,
I'm so glad I found that little the effect.
You're telling me I got to go back and play piano now?
I got to give credit to the guy.
I got to learn how to play piano. Mark's art. It's got a good ring to it, though, Joanne.
It's got a good ring to it, Joanne. You big wheezy McGee.
Back after? What? No, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, I'll tell you what, Joanne, I'm not going to be taken out of this next one. I'm living it out, all right? And when I get back, we're having a conversation about this because I can't stand doing all the work and everybody gets all the credit. And the portal's clearly, like, flashing. Does that mean I'm running out of time? How much time when I go there, is it going to open back up for me? Am I going to get stuck in a time portal, Joanne? What are we talking about? No, Joanne! These are very pertinent questions because I'm about to go through a portal. I'm sorry? Yeah, okay. I got your back. It just flickered again. All right, I'm going to try to time this, Joanne, and see if I can get through before we get another flickeroo. All right? You want to count it down? I can't hear over your wheeze. I'm just going to go. All right, ready? Oh, no, thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's a new piece I just finished. It's called The Fifth. And everybody's into it. They all want to get, like, the reprise. Like, can you do, like, an encore? Every time I finish up The Fifth, it's like, can you do an encore? But I don't feel like doing an encore. I want to play something new. You know, I'm just going to for a second, I got to talk to you guys. This is getting out of control, you know. I keep coming in and doing the work. I'm thinking about this. I'm telling them about The Fifth. They're talking about The Fifth. They're loving The Fifth. And you know what's coming next, right? Freaking Magoo's going to come in the room and say, Mark's art, great job on The Fifth. And all the other odes, and, you know, like, symphonies and everything else you did, you know. But we're going to need to give it to Mozart. He's having a bad year, you know? He could really use the win. I'm sorry. Look, I'm here as the greatest of this era. You know, yeah, I'm also Mark Tovin, whatever. But here, when I'm doing Mark's art, and I'm in the process of getting appreciated for The Fifth, you know? Moonlight Sonata, when you're doing, and everybody's into it, you know? And then they want to just take it away. They're like, you know what? We're going to white out the name Mark's art and just put Mozart over it. Hold on a minute. So I'm here. I do the work. The Fifth. I'll go through the whole freaking thing. Yeah, but I'm here. I do it. And then all of a sudden they come along and take it away, give it to Mozart. This is par for the course, though, you know. FutureMark. Come back in time. I mean, what do you expect? Do you expect to live out the entire life? You think that's the gig. The gig, 2769, you go into a room, they give you a folder, you look at it, it says, hey, you're going back to this date, this is your guy who you are, this is your task. You gotta go and write The Fifth. Moonlight Sonata, you know? You do it all. And then you're done. We give it to somebody else for the credit so that the human being, because the human race has something great in history. It only happens because of FutureMark. I do it all. You know? Just wait for freaking sequel. You know? Like, this is just first movie. Anyway, you know, I'm getting kind of sick of it, though, when I'm here and then they take it away. I don't even want to write anything else, you know? Like, I don't even want to play my piano here anymore, you know? I just kind of want to sit here and look at it and then let them be jealous of the fact that they can't play the way they remembered me playing. Oh, Mark's art, you're amazing. Wolfgang Amadeus Mark's art, can you come and please play one more for us before Mozart takes over? No, you wanted the hack, you get the hack. You know, you wanted the hackaroo. Oh, okay. What's Mozart gonna play for you? Bit, bit, bit. You're right. He only knows how to fart when he plays. Whiteout, you know, they invented Whiteout to take off Marxart's name and put Mozart's name. He needed a win. You know, how about Marxart needing a win? You know, I'm here. I'm doing, like, you know, they bleed. That's what they do here, bloodletting, when you got an illness. You got a cold? Okay, well, we're going to just cut you and bloodlet you. What the? That's where we are right now. I'm in the process. Marxart, great job on that fifth, by the way. Thanks. Let me guess. Going back to 2769, they have another assignment for me. I get it. All right. What are we doing here? You know, I'm getting sick of doing all the work and getting no credit. You know, the pay is good. That I'm digging on. The pay, I got hazard pay, because sometimes when you're out there murdering people like I did as, you know, Liam Marco da Vinci, in order to get that rouge, I had to murder in order to do. If you get caught and you can't go back to the future, you know, you're stuck in time. You know, that's no good either. So, hazard pay, good stuff. But you know, when you do the work and you create a fifth, and they take it from you, it hurts, you know? It hurts for a few days afterwards when you're kind of now you're recollecting the time that you spent, yeah? And you're thinking about it, and you're just getting ready to be Abraham Mark Lincoln, you know? And all these things happen. Well, I can't say that because this is pre-Lincoln. And you're getting ready to be Michelangelo, you know? That's what we're dealing with here.
There's a cleanup.
I don't even know. That's the crazy thing. These happen sequentially. So like, I'm there as Marxist, and then I get like this, and then all of a sudden there, and then Michelangelo, and then I'm forget, you know? Before you know it, I'm here doing Marx art. Getting taken off the freaking job again. This is the worst job because when you do a good job, you get replaced at the end. And somebody gets credit for all the freaking work. Yeah! Mozart coming in, right? Coming in hot, Mozart. Freaking, he's got like 3 fingers, I think. What is he doing, a Django Reinhardt? What's he do? How is he playing with 3 fingers? Inbred, you know? And he shows up, and you guys are giving him the credit for Mark's art's work. I'm getting used to it. I guess I'll see you guys at the next gig. I call them gigs, you know. You call them historical figures. Whatever. It's a gig. Look, man, I know we're at it. And I know you put your heart and soul on the line for the people of your village, the townspeople, you know? And we're here against the South, you know? And here's the most important thing. When we win, it will be because of Abraham Mark Lincoln and all of his actions and the hat. Because I wore the hat a lot. But most importantly, it's because Abraham Mark decided to think above the time and beyond the time, because he's from the future, FutureMark, and he did it. Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. Drafting it right now, you know. And when we do that, as, you know, a people, as the North, as the United States of America, we'll be emancipating, Marklamating. You know? And there won't be any more slavery. Okay? What's that? No, I know there's probably still going to be a bunch of piece of garbage people out there doing it. But I'm saying on the surface, United States of America, no more. You are equal. No more 3/5. Yeah? That was a stupid thing. I don't know who did that. I don't pay attention to that.
I'm a legal expert that only pays attention to the facts that matter. You know, look, when FutureMark did it, and they were like, "You got the greatest score from the freaking bar ever," and I was like, "I know. Look, when you got a top hat, you know, and you're wearing it, when you go in to score at the bar for the exam, yeah, they're like, 'Can you sit in the back, sir?' I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show up with the hat 9 feet tall. I'm 4'4". The hat's 5'3". Getting close to 9, 10. But look, when you're FutureMark, you need to be prepared with a number 2 pencil, you know? And I showed up and I was prepared, you know? You're sitting in the back. Who's the guy in the back? That's our future president. You know, best scorer, went in there, legal scholar, and they said, "Excuse me, sir. Would you like to run for president of the United States? We have plans for you." I said, "Plans for me?" They had no idea. I'm freaking FutureMark. Of course you have plans for me. They sent me here to do this. They sent me here to proclamate. And when you're doing it, and you're going to lead America into a future that they didn't know existed, when you're doing it with the Emancipation Proclamation, and you do the speech, 4 score, yeah, that I'm working on still. And when I do the 4 score speech, yeah, they're going to all gather around. "Hey, FutureMark, what a freaking heck of a speech. Nice job on the Marklamation of 1863. Right? You know, FutureMark Lincoln. I go down in history, you know. Top hat, when you're doing it, and you got the top hat. That's the stuff, you know. You guys, how you feeling? You guys ready for the next battle? You have to be ready. Stonewall Jackson's out there today. And if you're not ready for old Stonewall, you know, like I was here. I'm ready for Stonewall. What the frick am I talking about? Right, Jimmy? Gosh almighty. Jimmy, you do a good job, like, holding your pose. I gotta tell you, you're killing us. I'm out of my mind. I can't. Stonewall Jackson. Freaking Stonewall Jackson him. You know? Here, we're Stonewall. Goodness, you know. Good old Stonewall. I can't. What the freak? Joanne! Where's Joanne when you need her? Yeah, because I got Stonewall Jackson situation going on right now. I don't even know what to do with it. You know? Oh my goodness. Good old Stonewall. Some people say you got Stonewall down in friggin' Jackson, Mississippi. That happened too. When you were FutureMarking it, you know, down on our way to Mississippi. Stonewalled. You know, when General Custer called, and he said, "Let's see if we can come to an agreement and see if we can call the 53rd parallel or whatever the freak." I said, "Look, FutureMark's not playing those games, you know. You send Stonewall over, we're having a conversation." Stonewall he threw a heck of a curveball too. He was on the Southern Leagues, you know, FutureMark. I knocked one out of the friggin' park against him, you know. Like, oh, that was he thought he had me, you know, like 3-2 count. And he's like, FutureMark's not going to hit this. I'm going to hit him with the high cheese. He threw the high cheese at me. Bang, biggity boo. I hit a home run. Top hat fell off. But I hit a home run, you know. Johnny, you were there for that one, right? Johnny, what the you're going to leave me out in the lurch here? Yeah. Never tell a lie. Cherry tree. I know that was George Washington, but I did it too, you know? When you're FutureMark Lincoln and you did the cherry tree as well. You know, that's the story, guys. You have to remember that one. Regurgitate it later when you're talking about the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. It's a big time in history. You guys don't realize it yet. You know, you're here and you're like, we're fighting for our homeland. We're fighting for some rice and some beans. Where are you from? Freaking New Mexico? We're here in the north, you know? And I'm sorry, guys. Abraham Mark Lincoln doing it, 16th president. I forgot my top hat today. You know? But we're here. We're doing our best anyway, trying to rile you up for good old Stonewall Jackson. He's out on the field today, guys. I saw him over the clearing, and he's looking like he's ready for a fight. How about you, Johnny? Are you ready for the freaking fight? You look like you're about to poop in your pants. God almighty. Why do we have guys who look like they want to poop their pants instead of going into war and battle for old Abraham Mark? You know? I'm sorry? What? I'm the president of the United States, okay? You don't walk up to the president of the United States and say, Abraham Mark, you did a really great job on that Marklamation, stopping slavery. Good job, Abraham Mark. I know that beginning always goes to a place I don't want it to go, okay? You did a good job here in the past, but your future, Mark, go back to freaking 2769, they need you. God freaking mighty. Yeah, I'm here. I'm Abraham Mark Lincoln. I did the work. I penned it. Emancipation Marklamation. Slavery, no more, because of me. You're going to give it to Abraham. Okay. Another biblical figure. You got to give it to good old Abraham Lincoln. Does he wear a top hat? Okay. Johnny, don't say he wears it better than me. I will slap that smile off your face. The scowl. That scowl off your face. I'll make you scowl again. A double scowl. When you don't give a positive spin to Abraham Mark when he's losing his place here, 1863. It's times like this that I wonder, why did I freaking pen the Emancipation Marklamation? Yeah. Why did I come out here in this freaking heat today? and do the speech of all speeches. I feel bamboozled again, I did this again with Michelangelo, freaking Leo Marco. Remember the time when I was freaking Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and they did it to me then too? I don't even want to go back to it. Oh, you have that scene too? I'm sure you do. God almighty. All I can say is this, guys. If you want Abraham, instead of Abraham Mark, you just say the word.
Haram.
All right, more than 3 of you have to say the word. Guys, are you freaking kidding me? I did all the work. I did it all. You want to replace me with freaking Abraham? No, he doesn't wear a better top hat than me. What the freak? I kill it in a top hat. And the cane, sometimes I'll do the cane, I'll be like, and I'm doing it as like, Big Daddy Abraham Mark. And you guys are going to take that away from me? You know what? That's fine. You call Abraham, you tell him come down, biblical, whatever, but I want at least a note in history, asterisks, FutureMark next to Abraham's name. Are you kidding me? They're going to just wipe me away again? Gosh almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You do the work. You're there. 1863. Freaking sweating. No, that's fine. No, I'll go back to the freaking portal. God almighty. Hey, Joanne, I'm back. Joanne. I don't even want to tell you how difficult it was to give that speech to the people when everybody wanted slavery still. And I'm saying, guys, I got one for you. It's called the Emancipation Marklamation. And everybody's like, cool now. There is no skin differences. Everybody's, there's a melting pot here. United States of America. Everybody comes together. All skin colors. The Emancipation Marklamation. By the time I got to the end of the speech, it was a little better, but there was a lot of, you know, raucous behavior. Joanne, I'm having a hard time tonight. My voice, you know, seem to be losing my voice. You know, that's what happens when you're yelling because they don't have a freaking intercom system. Yeah, 1863. I'm there. I'm in front of thousands of people. And they're like, can you speak up? Excuse me. I'm doing an Emancipation Proclamation. Top hat. I had the top hat on. Oh no, I forgot the top hat. Dang. That was the problem, Joanne. If I had the top hat, that would have commanded respect. But instead, I'm there, you know, just like doing it with like a weird, like crowd go, ah, Emancipation, we want slavery. There's a weird vibe in the crowd there, Joanne. Was that? No, the other one was okay, I guess. You know, Mark's art, when I was there, I killed it. Did the fifth. You ever heard the fifth? Yeah, of course you have, Joe. Historical record. I did it. And then they were like, I'll give it to Mozart. No, I know you know the gig. That's right. You're my assistant. Anyway, Joanne, what do we have? Oh.
All right, guys, you're going to have to...
It's a little suspect, the armpits. I'm going to need you to get...
Oh, goodness, I have to play this.
Like a juicy one, though. I go back, you know, president storms the castle type of thing. Okay. Joanne! Flicker!
Oh, goodness, guys. I have to just let you see this little piece.
It's a little suspect, the armpits. I'm going to need you to get a little bimenin, spray it all over it. Yeah, I bought bimenin, you know, back in the 23rd century. You remember? They put up a fight. But then I wound up coming away with it as, you know, Luckblockchen Markolelian, which was like, he was the coolest billionaire of the time. Joanne, I got a Flickr deal going on over here. What is the deal with your stupid Flickr? You know, you couldn't call a guy? I've been gone 35 years, 40, I think, and we did Marxists. I crossed the Red Sea, parted it, and you know, I come back, you're still freaking Flickr. God almighty, Joe. I'm sorry. 10 Commandments. I did it. Yeah. And now I'm here. Marxist. You know. FutureMark. There's a Flickr, Joanne. Can you call the technical service coordinator and see if he can come down and do a little doohickey? Where's the space they sprocket? You know? You do a spacely. And the sprocket comes out, you know, and a hoomdicky, and the dickluidi, you know, everybody's got one. And then it's no more Flickr. Joanne, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will tell you to stop the friggin' wheeze. You know, you got to figure by 2769, there's a friggin' doctor who figured out how to do something about that. Yeah. Anyway, I got to go, Joanne. Portal, it's starting to flicker. I'll be back, okay? After this next one, I'm calling it quits. Remember, if you got a juicy one, though, I go back, you know, president storms the castle type of thing. Okay. Joanne, Flickr! Call the guy. I gotta go. Whoa.
I'm from the year 2769. Back in time. It's back to the future, Mark.
I gotta clean that up. See, it says Abraham Mark Lincoln, and that's clearly not who I was in that moment. So there's still some work to be done, and it's not the whole film, obviously. I cut around, but hopefully you guys enjoy what you see enough to want to see the rest. We're just 14 days away from that, and I'm going to finalize these pieces that I saw. Like, I don't know why the Leo Marco da Vinci stuff had these lines in it. I'm hoping that wasn't. I don't know why. We're going to see if that's just if that's something I have to go back and re-edit. But there's a few things. I see green screen showing through it. A few things I'm pixelated in some areas because I just kind of tried to tighten things up, and I may have gone too far on a few things, so I'm going to adjust them. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And remember, this is just another day here. We have many ideas coming to the surface, but they happen here live, so I'm very thankful that you joined me for these insane ideas that I bring to life. And I definitely am inspired to continue to create. And hopefully within that it gives you some hope that there is something better than we've been told. And tomorrow we do it all over again. So, if you're here, let me say goodnight to you. Let's see. Gonna say goodnight to you. I don't know why my screen's taking forever to update. Joanne, could you fix the screen, Joelle? Is this working? What are we talking about over here, Joanne? What are they talking about? I guess I'll just close it and reopen it. Let's try that. We're gonna close it and reopen it, Joanne. So we can say goodnight to everybody. No, they don't want to hear from you. They get enough of the wheeze. Yeah. Alright, for some reason I can't even open up YouTube right now. That's weird. What are we talking about over here, Joanne? So if you can say goodnight on the screen, we'll do it that way. Barella, Anna Treos, I See Blind Fear, Virginia, We of Liberty and Freedom, S. Coopin' It, I'm Rolling, Kill It and Grill It, Double Edged, We of Liberty and Freedom, I'm rolling through. Anybody else here to say hello, to say goodnight? Double Edged, I saw. Loving it. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow, Maudib, my friend, you rock, buddy. I'm so happy that Maudib joins us in a daily. I love seeing all you guys. Thank you. Trish Killian, you are the best. Thank you so much for making it in. Go back to watch the insanity. This is the just scenes of Back to the Future Mark. I'm wondering if I should still add a little tagline on the end for something else, but we'll talk about that later. And there's definitely something else that has to be put in there. And if you were paying attention at all, it was mentioned. It was mentioned in here. I want to say that, and this will be the best way to say it, I'm pretty sure Double Edge said something that is going to be coming to life as well within the film. So we'll see. Anyway, fam and friends, you got to go away, yeah. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. You got to go away. You got to go away, go away, go away. You got to go away. See you tomorrow, fam. You got to go away. Back to the Future Mark. Out. Joanne, stop wheezing back there.